Hello ladies and gentlemen, Paul Flahan here with Paul's iOS Device, showing you how to update your application that is already in iTunes in the App Store. So first go to itunesconnect.apple.com and select the app you want updated. So I've already got 3.1 here, but you will have a button here over to the right that's showing that you want to update your application, and then you'll see some pop-ups. You're going to type in your new version number, your updated version number, and also you're going to type in what has changed in this version. So now we're going to go over to Xcode, and we're going to make sure that none of your devices, your test devices, are plugged into your computer, and make sure it says iOS device up here at the top, and make sure your version number is the same as the updated version number that you just typed in iTunes Connect. Now we're going to go over to the build settings and make sure we change our code signing from iOS developer to distribution. Now this is the certificates that you've created in iTunes Connect. We are going to change all of these to distribution, as well as your provisioning profile. Now this is all very critical. If you don't do this, the app will not pass the review process. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the project and go to build settings as well and do the exact same thing. Change all of your code signing certificates to distribution, as well as your provisioning profile to production. So now that you've got all that situated, we're going to go up to product and archive our product here. So this will take a little while depending on how big your application is. Mine's not all that big, so it will obviously depend on how big your application is. So mine will be finishing up here really quick, and the build was succeeded. Now here you can see your estimated app size, but here over to the right we're going to go ahead and select submit. Now that you've done this, it's going to fetch the developer provisioning profile. It's going to prepare to archive, making sure the binary and elements are correct. And now it's uploading the archive. And again, this all depends on how big your application is. Mine took roughly a minute or two. I sped this up just slightly. It's sending the API usage to iTunes Connect. And this also depends on your internet connection. Now it's authenticating, verifying, and now it's uploading the package to iTunes. And hopefully you get a submission successful like I did. Now select done. Now what I do, this is not required. What I do, I go back to Xcode. Now that my app was submitted, I'm going to go ahead and change all this back to development. That way whenever I go back and do more changes for the next version, this will already be done for me. That way I don't forget. Make sure you do it for both the project and the targets. This allows me to not have to think about it next time I get into Xcode. Now that this is complete, I'm going to go ahead and save my file here. Now we're going to go back to iTunes Connect, and I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page. You may have to refresh it a couple times, which I will do here in a moment. You'll scroll all the way down until you see build, and it says submit your build using Xcode 5.1.1. You should see your file here if it's completed. Alright, here it is. I've refreshed a couple times. Now I need to click the plus next to build, and now select the build that you want to submit to the App Store. Now select Done. Once you've done all that, scroll all the way to the top, click Save. After you've saved, now we are going to go ahead and select Submit for Review. Now that is all there is to it, just to submit an update to the App Store. Make sure you check mark all of these accordingly. All of mine are no. Once you've done that, you will submit this as well, and then you're complete. You're completely done, and hopefully your update hits the App Store soon. And I hope this was very helpful. I've had a lot of requests for this, considering iTunes Connect the UI has changed considerably. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching. God bless.